Hello there, welcome back to Georgetown Survival. I am Mighty Mike. You can see we're in late autumn. Made a lot of money. Sold a lot of trees. We actually cleared out a spot for another field. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at that now. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's take a look back here at our new field. See, the wheat has sprouted and is doing good. I have a few weeds popping up. And you can see here I made what I did is took the grinder on the lever and took out some of these trees that were along this road and made a little path for me to drive down. And if we follow it down this way, there was this existing path. Let me speed up here. Brought it up this hill and opened up a new field. How about that? So that expanded my fields quite a bit. It's about the size, maybe slightly bigger than my other fields. We'll just fly through here. Take a look. Yes, definitely bigger than this field here. Maybe slightly bigger than that field. You can tell I also went around this field and cleared out some of the trees that were just up close to the edge of the field, just to give myself some room to maneuver. So here's what's going to happen today. I have quite a bit of money, which I know that I will need some equipment, harvesting equipment and such, coming up pretty soon. But I just don't think with seasons that these 3 fields is going to sustain me and let me grow my farm without having to do quite a bit more lumber work. So I've been looking around at the farms on the map, and that is the eventual goal, is to get a farm bought so that I can move out of the hills down into society and do some real farming on this map. I believe this is the farm that I want to go with. Haven't decided 100%. There is another farm, this one over here, which I also like. So I haven't made a firm decision on that. But as of right now, this appears to be the one I want to go with. If we look at the land price for this farm, $343,000. So I don't have that much money, almost. But if I bought the farm now, I wouldn't have any money left to buy any more equipment. Instead of having to keep cutting down trees and make fields out in the woods, I believe I want to buy this field right here. Since it is right next to the potential future farm, I thought it would be a good logistical location. So if we look at field 98 here, it is $71,835. Has a pretty good yield potential. So that's real good. It is cultivated. So I could technically just get some seeds in the ground if I wanted to, without having to cultivate it. So I believe I'm going to go ahead and buy this land. And then I will take the equipment down. I'm going to take the equipment down and get some lime put out. So if we fly back over here to the farm, we'll show you what I did. So if you remember, I had the little Massey Ferguson and the Fiat Agri. Well, I don't have those anymore. The little Massey just did not have a place here. It struggled on the hills, very limited on what it could do. So I decided to get rid of that. The Fiat Agri, I was not pleased with. It struggled just to pull itself up a hill, much less with equipment on it. And at 100 horsepower with the small equipment I was using, I thought that was a little off. So I decided to get rid of that. So I've upgraded. This is a medium tractor. It has 165 horsepower. So between selling the 2 tractors and then buying this one, didn't spend too much. This was not very much more than the 2 of those sold. The other reason I upgraded this tractor is it also has a front loader, a front 3-point, so I will be able to use the crop sensor. It does sound really good. And I've went with the fat tires on it. So what I've decided to, even though this is an American style map, I wanted to try some other equipment, some European styled equipment and options, such as the the 3-point hitch up front, the fat tires. I'm not sure why the American style and the European styled tire choices are so different, but just wanted to try some different things going forward and just play around, have some fun. That was my intent on this map. So I have a bunch of lime here, and we have the lime spreader, have the crop sensor. So we're going to head down to the field. Now I will have to get a helper to drive the truck. So we're going to set up follow me. We'll get that set up there, and then we're going to head down. Let's make sure he follows along. I hope I have enough lime. That's 6 bags, and then I have some here in the spreader already. So I did plant rye in the new field just to have a slightly different crop. I'm not sure what type of straw, if any, I will get off of that. And then I have the wheat in the other 2 fields. My plan is to not plant this field that I just purchased today right away. I will probably wait until the spring just to see what type of crops I may want to try. I may end up getting a planter, doing something, corn or sunflower, something like that. Yeah, I could keep on logging and make plenty of money. No problems. I took off quite a few loads of logs out of that field. So just don't want to just log and log. Want to actually move along with some farming, and that's why I decided to go ahead and purchase that new field. I do see the appeal of the fat tires. That looks really cool. Inside of this tractor is well done. Well, that's interesting. I'm getting some shakes and rattle sounds inside. That is cool. This is the first tractor I've heard with the sounds like that. Okay, made it down here to the field. As you can see, it is cultivated, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do have to put out some lime, so I figured I'd go ahead and get that done. But on the way over, got to thinking that this lime spreader is much wider than what this sensor is going to pick up. So what I'm going to do is quickly run over the field. It shouldn't take too long, I don't believe. Let's get that going here and see if it will take some measurements. It doesn't appear like it's taking measurements. Let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, it's taking measurements. I don't know why it's not showing up in the mini-map though. There we go. It's a little bit of a glitch. For some reason it's not showing in real time on the mini-map. That's strange. Anyhow, I'm going to continue running around this field. It should not take very long, and then we'll start spreading some lime. Okay, finished up the sensor through the field, so now I'm hitting it with the lime. Other than having to fill up quite often, this shouldn't take too long, since this spreader has such a wide swath. Well, alright, well I am going to get this last little bit into the hopper and then run and go grab a couple more bags and try and get this build finished up. Alright, back up here at the farm, and I have broke out the grass cutter and I mowed up some of the lawn here. Went up beside the fields. Probably do a little bit more, but the reason I did that is because I was thinking it's got to be something else I can do here. So I went and bought this little loading wagon. I'm going to pick up some of this grass around. Figured it was just kind of being wasted. It's fully grown, so it's about to die with winter anyway. So we'll get it put in the silage pit and have it for next year, whether I sell it or maybe we'll get a cow or two, have a little bit of food for them. So this little hamster loading wagon was really cheap, less than $2,000. Let's take a look at it here. There we go. It's the hamster 8023. Holds 23,000 liters, so it's not massive, but it will do the trick, I believe. I have noticed that this tractor is not nearly as maneuverable as the other tractors I had, so using that little mower was quite a challenge. Looks like it only runs at 6 miles an hour. Is that normal? That is not normal. That is really slow. No wonder it was so cheap. Okay, well this will take a while. Whoa, almost went in the pond there. It looks like it's going to take quite a bit to get this thing full. I'm going to work on that, and then we'll bring it back whenever I get ready to put it in the silage clamp. We have a load of grass. All of the grass that I've cut, I've picked up. But it did not even fill up this wagon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pit here. I need to get this hay tail out. I actually probably should sell that. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in here and then try and find some more grass to cut and see if I can't get a little bit more here in the pit before I close it up over the winter. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we probably will be in the spring, unless I find some work to do over the winter enough to make an episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click the bell so you'll be notified of all future content. Hope each of you have a great day. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.